Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another match of the Oceania Sevens, and this one it is going to be the New Zealand Pungo side, the Black Ferns Pungo, as they are known, which is the Black Ferns Black, if you do translate it, and then New Zealand. They will be taking on Fijiana for this matchup. So pretty much this New Zealand squad, it will be a lot slimmer than it normally would be. That is because they have got the New Zealand Mars side who will be taking on Australia and only a little bit of time, but this should be an exciting game. We have got Brandon Rio Gamer and also Katie Dixon in the chat. I hope you guys are all doing well. It's in Pukekohe, Niall Williams leading the Kiwis out onto the field. And alongside her in this Pungo side, they've got quite the lineup. They have got Ruby Tui, I believe, will be lurking somewhere out there, although it doesn't look like she's in the starting lineup. There she is. She has just joined up with the rest of the squad there. But Fijiana, I did see Nagasao. She will be one to watch out for in this matchup, and also MMT versus the Kiwis tonight. There's Johnny Long and Strong, yeah, not just in the Rugby League, but also in the Sevens as well. We do get to see that matchup take place at Niall Williams, 10 out of 10. There's Katie Dixon there as well, but this game's going to be an exciting one. Hopefully they do show the lineups, so we do have a rough idea of who is going to be out on the field, although it doesn't look like they're going to, which is going to be, I guess, the best part is we're going to get to learn as we go, which is always exciting to do. So, yeah, I don't believe they've shown us any information on either lineup. We're going to be, I guess, guessing, plus also using our previous 7 knowledge. But it is going to be the Black Ferns Pungo will be kicking off this one. Willison will be getting us underway. I assume the Kiwis demolishing job on MMT tonight, bro. Says Johnny Long and Strong. We will be doing the Sevens, but we will also be keeping you guys updated. That's going to be knocked on straight away from New Zealand, I would have thought, but they've said it's actually play on. Interesting. Thought there was a blatant knock on there. Oh, I didn't start my clock. One moment. We're going to go like that. And we'll take about 10 seconds off. That's going to be Ruby Tui scoring already for New Zealand. It only took 20 seconds. And New Zealand have been able to get themselves the first try of the match. One moment. We'll go like this. There we go. The Black Ferns Pungo are able to score it straight away from what looked like a knock-on initially, turned into a beautiful play for New Zealand. And also GTA Livestream back. And now where these guys, or where they play in these games, they are playing in Pukekohe. So actually New Zealand time for this one. And come on, New Zealand, says Noah Rogers. And also the try New Zealand, says Katie Dixon. But yeah, in Pukekohe, it looks like a nice afternoon there. That one's missed. So it is now going to be 5-0 for New Zealand Pungo in the early stages. Just looking through at the bench, I feel like the Pungo side is actually probably the least well-known side out of the two teams. As you will learn when you see the lineup that the Mars side have got. Like, they have got themselves Seta Hirani. Also, they have, I believe, got Tyler Nathan Wong. I could be wrong there, though. Michaela Blyde. A few other speedsters. Portia Woodman, I think, might be running drinks for these matches, as it is all about finding your depth for the Commonwealth Games. Nicely taken by Fijiana, though. Nagasao takes the quick tap, and now running sideways, trying to find a bit of a gap. There are a few great players. Alunisao is one who I don't actually see at the moment for the Fijians. Passed out wide now. I want to defend, and it's a great break from Fiji. Oh, that was a little, was it a knock-on? Yes, it was this time. Unfortunately, Fijiana tapping that ball forward. Yeah, I have no idea who's out on the field at the moment, because I believe Fijiana in this match actually brought 2 sides. They brought one women's side of about 11 players, and they brought a second women's side of about 11 players. So I'm not too sure whether or not all of these players are from one of the women's sides or whether they are a mixture of both. But luckily, I know Nagusa. Or Nagasao. Nagasao, I do know. And also we have got the stream MMT tonight, bro. Says Johnny Longstrong, he has donated in the process. Thank you very much, Johnny. Usually appreciated by that one. We're going to put that one up. So that is the league, isn't it? Would you accept a bit of a kind of updating the score on the Sevens as it happens, Johnny? I feel like I'm negotiating at the moment. New Zealand 31, Fiji 17. And but now that ball has gone short. Ruby Tui hanging on to it nicely. It is Willison trying to keep this one alive for the Black Ferns Pungo. Still 3 minutes left in this first half. Little grubber in behind from Niall Williams. Nicely done by Fijiana. Trying to find a gap. Nagusa. I've forgotten her name now, and I'm going to be watching MMT versus the Kiwis. Says Rio Gamer. That's a nice run forward. And it is going to be the try for Fiji now. Nicely done. And that will be their first try of the match as well. We will go like this and this. There we go. So we are going to be sitting 5-all in this matchup. I don't think they've got their names on the back of the Fijiana kit either. Unless her name is first name Fiji, last name Airways, which I don't believe it would be. Of course, the sponsor of the Fijiana women's side. That one is going to be going over. I don't watch league, but it's a game I want to see. So here's Rio Gamer there. So I believe our plan initially, I mean, it depends, I guess, on, because we were going to be doing it on the Kiwi Lads Sport was going to be our possible one. We could do like a rerun watching of it or something. If everyone is willing to not tell us what the score is, we could do like a rerun watch on like Monday or Tuesday if you guys are keen. And also need 200 videos. And I don't have Sky anymore, bro. The card thing, he's not working, and they expected me to pay the 2 months it was going to take for a replacement to brought in the overseas. No, bro, I'll pay when it's on. See, Johnny Logan strong as well there. Now, Ruby Tour. Yeah, that's a bit rough, isn't it? Trying to make you pay for something that you haven't, like, had. It's like Spark Sport. I had to sign up for a free trial because my one that I did have wasn't working. Her timeouts and bans are loaded. Here's Betty Wagon there. And now, nice run forward. New Zealand once again. I do apologise for the fact that I haven't named too many of the players in this matchup. It is just they don't have the names on their backs. And now it's a good run forward, and I must see unable to catch the Kiwi. And it will be another try. And I was going to say, yeah, long story short, I don't have Sky. I keep up to date with games from you, brother, says Johnny Long and Strong. So I guess question there, Johnny, is do you know the Kiwi side? Because I know about one of the players, unfortunately, and girl, with the 10 out of 10 out of 10 with the try. And also, you're going to watch the Warriors versus West Tigers next week and their homecoming match. I believe we are going to be doing a lot more of the NRL on the Kiwi Lads Sport channel when it does end up coming around. But now it's about to be kicked. It's gone over. And it is very nicely done. But 5.5 minutes left now on the clock. Well, that's a lie. 5.5 minutes gone on the clock. And New Zealand now get themselves a nice lead of 10 points. 10 or 12? Have they got 12? Just 10. And bloody hell, the wife is has just buggered off to bed. As said, are you coming? And I said, no, Kiwi Lads is on this Fleshin. Jeez, that will get you in trouble, Fleshin, I would think. But I do appreciate you being here. Well, this one, who do you think is going to be winning this game? It's relatively close at the moment. Still a minute left in the first half. Ruby Tui, I know that name. Tyler Nathan Wong has made her way out onto the park as well by the looks of it. Now passed off. Paul dragged down 22 metres out. Gee, I was thinking, where is the support? There's Novmum there as well. Now, nice step. Ruby Tui. Looking to pass it across to Tyler Nathan Wong. Once again, or at least I thought it was Tyler Nathan Wong. It looks very similar. That's going to be another try for New Zealand. Taisha has been able to score it. I'm just pretty much relying on what the commentators are saying for this one. I know the New Zealand Mars side a lot better than I know the New Zealand Pungo side. I will mention that. Like, this is pretty much winging it as much as you can wing something possibly. And also, they should have 12. They have 2 tries and one not 12, one not 2 conversions. There's John there. Yeah, they were a little bit late updating their scoreboard. And also the girl with the New Zealand and also priorities fleshing in there as well. That one has gone over. And now New Zealand, they are going to be sitting on 19 points to 7. Okay. It's interesting. They didn't show the lineups, and that has really stumped me. But I know that Nagasawa is out there for Fiji. I know that Ruby Tui's out there for New Zealand. And then other than that, I'm kind of learning as we go. Naimasi is out there as well for Fiji, I should mention. New Zealand, I believe, out of their lineup. In terms of ex-Black Ferns, you're probably not really looking at a huge number. Overall, Niall Williams, another one for New Zealand. And now, Fijiana, they'll be looking to get back into this matchup. They'll be hoping for some big plays in the second half as well. So, Johnny, what is your score prediction for Tonga versus New Zealand? Do let me know. But first of all, we're going to do our every day. We do one of these. Whoops. We do it once a day and I messed it up. There we go. I just love, I feel like the only time I get to play it is really on live stream. So that's why every once in a while we whip it out for a little bit. That sounds slightly dodgy. And also plug it in. Says Penny, I mean, we could, although it might blast the eardrums off everything. And also 10 plus 10 and 11 plus 11, the same equation. What's happened? Wait, is it? No. Wait, why does it only say 1 moment? There we go. As I did it, also the Kiwis 46 and MMT sitting on 16 as well. Twang. Yeah, no, that didn't sound too good, did it? One of them. Right. Second half. Fingers crossed that we can start naming some extra players. I feel like next match when they show the lineups, I'll be absolutely fine because I can kind of use it as my rough estimate of who it is. It's nicely slapped back by Fijiana. Sitting up now. It will be Naimasi. Passed out. It's a good run forward. Oh, no, it's dropped. I think it went backwards, though, for Fijiana, so they will be able to hang on to it. And also, I'll face the consequences in the morning. And Rogers, yeah, that score. And gives by 22. Good. The Cheese & Co. Will be far too classy for the MMTs. Says Johnny Long and Strong there. Nicely done by New Zealand, but they were offside. 10 plus 10 equals 20. And 11 plus 11 equals 22. There you go. That makes sense. That's a nice pass. Hello, Mum. It's going to be going forward, and it's the try for Fijiana. Oh, they're checking this one, I think. They didn't show me the lineup, so I'm stumped big time. Oh, it's a no try. Fijiana will not be happy with that one.
Is it Sky?
It is Sky, yeah. But that is going to be a no try for Fijiana. So that is massive for them as well. And now, getting ready to go. Johnny, question. Do you use your Discord still? Out of curiosity. Because if so, is it all right if I message you after, not this game, but the next game on Discord? As well about something that has reminded me. Well, we have got, now it is going to be running forward. It sounds like you're in trouble. You're not in trouble. I should mention it also. The MMTs will be boosted from the sea of red crowd tonight. They'll be hard to play against in the first 20 minutes. Says Johnny Long and Strong there as well. But Niall Williams, I'm a little bit frustrated at the moment here. New Zealand, they will be able to kick this one for the touchline. I realize my scoreboard has not been, there we go. It is now updating itself. Nice kick for Dutch. Just outside of the 22, and I haven't gone in on Discord in ages. A special gift after the Matariki holiday. The special gift after the Matariki holiday yesterday. Kiwis doing extremely good. Says Gita there as well. Now getting ready to go here. It will be New Zealand. The former there, number 12. And also we have got I sat here watching this with a Moscow Mule and M&S nacho cheese tortillas. Tell you what, that sounds like food that you wouldn't have gotten in bed, Flesh. And so you might have made the right decision. You know what they say? A happy wife, happy life. But if there's nachos and stuff available, maybe it's worth having a crack of getting yelled at. And I'll go, bro, don't worry. I'll go on Big House stream. And we will be laughing at both Kiwis and MMD saying the Aussies are far too good. Says Johnny Long and Strong there as well. But yeah, do you have a chance to talk on Discord after the next live stream? Curious question. It is about something other than the league, I should mention. Now, gotta throw this one in for Fijiana. Take it nicely. Fijiana, they've got this one back once again. And also, happy life, happy wife. I learned that the hard way, says Johnny Long and Strong. Yeah, happy wife meant that you had to buy a $4,000 fridge, which, I mean, at least it can, like, make ice cubes. Happy life, grumpy wife. There's Betty Wagon. That's going to be a knock-on from Fijiana. Now a knock-on from New Zealand as well. And that is going to be a scrum feed in favour of the Kiwis. And it seems to be a lot of handling errors in the morning, unfortunately, for these two sides. I've realised I've mentioned like 2 player names, so I really do apologise for that. That's the thing, for all the other matches, I've screenshotted the lineups to make sure that I've got a rough idea of who's out there. There is a very deep Fijiana women's squad. I believe they've got about 22 players, and some of them share. Number 30's just made her way out onto the park. How am I supposed to know who number 30 is without any sort of like little pop-up? I was like, Betty, that sentence speaks to my soul. And there's Johnny long and strong there as well. Okay, they're going to get the quick tap here for New Zealand. Okay, looks like they are going to be kicking this one for touch. No, they just take the quick tap. Oh, looks of it there. Now firing it back. Passing back across. It is going to be Willison. Nice pass. New Zealand now on the front foot. Still inside of their own 22, though. So there is time to have the ball turned over. Back across Ruby Tui. She's going to be charging forward, recently getting herself the Black Ferns debut for the Women's All Blacks. That's going to be a knock-on from Niall Williams, though. And it does mean that Fijiana will have the ball back now for maybe one last crack in this matchup. We'll go like that. There we go. 1 minute 30 left on the clock. I hope they show the lineups for the next game. Luckily for me, though, for the Black Ferns I know that they've got Sarah Hirini, they've got Michaela Blyde. I know that the Australian side, Kazlik, Demi Hayes, etc. So I should be all right for that next one. It is just this matchup that has been a shocker for the commentary side of things. But hopefully you guys are still enjoying me rambling. Okay, there's a bit of disruption at scrum time. Okay, Sarah Hirini. She will be playing in the next match. Ruby Tui playing in this game. It's the big question of who are going to be the big leaders in the next kind of stage of the Black Ferns season, because they have got the Commonwealth Games. They have also got the World Cup in Cape Town coming up in just a bit of time. And also we have got the, what do you want me to do again, Amish? Sorry, I'm like 5 cones deep since 6 a.m. this morning. I forgot what you said. So, so pretty much if you are available just for a couple messages on Discord, that's all after, not this match, but the match after. And also is Portia Woodman playing? She is not. I believe she was actually running some of the gummy worms on the field for the last game yesterday. So she might be playing in the next game, but definitely not for this matchup anyway. Teresa Fitzpatrick, I'm not too sure whether or not she's found her way into the Kiwi lineups across the two sides. But one last play here, New Zealand. They might just look to kick this one out as there are only 10 seconds left on the board now. Ball about to go in. Nicely done. It's a little bit scrappy for New Zealand. That's going to be a knock on, and it's back into the hands of Fijiana. Now one last attacking chance here. As soon as this ball goes down, might be the end of the game. Ruby Tui with the rush defense. She makes the tackle. She gets sat on. Unfortunately, now it's the number 30. And also, I'll jump on Discord with you after the next game with you. Cheers, bro, for clearing that up with me. No worries at all. And a happy wife means a happy family. And that is going to be close to the line for the Fijians. And hopefully the next match. There's John there. Oh, it's over. And that will be the try for Fiji. So they have been able to add one right at the end of this match. And that will make the score 14 points to 19 at the end of this game. And the Fijiana women's side have been able to get themselves just a little bit back into it. It seems to me that Fiji just lost interest in the game. Don't see much of their usual fire since they won. Says R45. Yeah, it's been a little bit, I guess you could call it a bit more stagnant than we normally see. Although that could also be because of so many young side, or kind of young injections into the side, I should say, with the fact that they've gone with about a 20-woman squad. They have got a few debuts. So maybe it's just trying to find that mix of what works and what doesn't in the early stages. Hopefully the next game, though, they will be playing up against Australia, and that will certainly be a tough game for them as well. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning into this live stream. We have got our next one just around the corner where we will be able to name a lot of the players who are out on the park, New Zealand versus Australia. But thank you all very much for tuning in, and we'll see you all